Palms facing down for more grounding, facing up for receiving. Take notice of any sounds coming from outside. Cars passing by, birds chirping. Let them go. Take notice of any sounds coming from inside of your home or apartment. Let those go. Take notice of any thoughts you may be having, feelings, and let those go. And then bring your attention to your breath, watching your inhales and your exhales. Watching the breath to bring us to the present moment here and now. Bringing our attention and awareness inside for the next 60 minutes or so. Bringing your hands to prayer at heart center. Take a moment to set an intention or dedication for today's class. Inhale for Om. Blinking open the eyes, opening up the arms into like a gold post, bringing the chest forward, elbows back. Try to keep them in the L shape. And start to breathe into that back body. And start to connect to the breath. Good, and release the right arm to the left knee, left arm back. Take an early twist here, not too deep as we're still warming up. Connecting to Ujjayi breath. Good, inhale the arms back up into a goal pose. Bringing the chest forward, elbows back. Lengthen through the fingers. Create space between each finger. Good, and twist to the right. Left arm to right knee, left hand to right knee. Right hand back, gazing over that right shoulder. Once again, nothing too crazy early on here. Good, and inhale the arms back up into the goal post. And then let's just work each arm up and down. Start opening up those shoulders. Good. And bringing the hands back down onto the thighs. Let's roll out the neck. So keep the breath connected with the movement here. So maybe inhaling on the top half of the circle and exhaling on the bottom half. And when you get to the bottom of the circle, switch directions. Good, and now bring the upper body into it. So bringing the chest forward and then back. So kind of like cat-cow, but sitting upright and doing circles. Good, and then when you get to the top of the circle, switch directions. Good, and we'll meet on the mat on all fours. So now we'll take some actual cat-cows. So inhaling, dropping the stomach, raising the tailbone and the gaze, and then on the exhale, pushing the mat away, arching the back, gaze towards the navel, maybe putting the toes into the mat to get into the bottoms of the feet a bit. And follow your own breath here. So inhaling cow, exhaling cat. Good, now extend the right leg back. So planting the right toes in the ball of the right foot, and then pushing that right heel back. Starting to feel a stretch into the right calf. And then lift the right leg up. Keep the leg straight. Breathe. Good, release the right leg down, bring the right knee back forward, and extend the left foot back. So getting a nice stretch into that left calf. And then extend the left foot up. Breathe. Maybe roll out the ankle, get any cracks out of the ankle. Good, and lower the left knee back down. And we'll inhale the right leg back up. And then bring the left arm up. And really reach through the hand and the right foot. Breathe. Reach. One more breath. Good, and release. And inhale the left leg back up and right arm. Reach the right hand forward, left foot back. Reach and breathe. One more breath. Good, and release. And bring the big toes together, knees hip distance apart, and come down for a child's pose. Far head to the mat. You can walk the hands a little bit farther away by crawling the fingers a little bit farther. And then inhale, slither through the hands onto the belly, bringing the hands on the outside of the chest, feet together. Inhale up for a baby cobra. So you shouldn't have too much weight into the hands. We're just using the back to keep our head up. So maybe you're here. Good, and push up. Plank pose. If you need to modify, you can drop onto your knees here. Otherwise, push the heels back, elbows over wrists, shoulders over elbows, gazing forward. Starting to wake up the arms and the shoulders here, and the core. Make sure your body's in a straight line. And we can take side plank. You can drop the left knee if need be. Otherwise, we'll have right foot on top of left. Make sure the hips are going up and then right arm up. You need to modify, drop that left knee down, and we're here. One more breath. Good, and switch onto the right hand. So once again, if you need to modify, right knee down, and we're here. Otherwise, left foot stack on top of right, left arm up, and breathe. One more breath. Good, and bring it on down, and push back, child's pose. We can tent up the fingers here to get a little bit deeper into the shoulders. And walk the hands over to the right. Get a stretch down the left side body. And walk the hands over to the left. And you'll feel a stretch on the right side. Good, bring the hands back towards the center. And then we'll inhale, so there our way through the hands, back into baby cobra. And then we'll push up and back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here to open up the legs so you can walk the feet out. Put a bend in the knees to get the hips higher. Sway the hips side to side. Coming up onto the toes. Make sure to spread wide through the fingers once again. Gaze is up towards the navel. Stay connected to the breath. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Walk the feet in between the hands. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Then inhale, the arms up and around, upward facing salute. Gazing at the thumbs, tuck the tailbone. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. We'll take sun salutation A. We'll do 4 rounds. Inhale, the arms up and around, upward facing salute. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Gaze forward, flat back. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Step the feet back, plank pose, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, push up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, walk, step or hop the feet in between the hands. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, the arms up and around, upward facing salute. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Good. Again, inhale, the arms up and around. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Maybe hop back. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Walk, step or hop the feet in between the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the arms up and around, upward facing salute. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. The next 2 rounds, take on your own breath, and we'll all meet in Tadasana at the top of the mat. Go. Great job, everybody. Okay, so we're at Tadasana, top of the mat. And let's heel toe the feet about hip distance apart. Inhale the arms up and around. And exhale, we'll come forward fold over the legs. And take hold of opposite elbows. And we can just kind of bob around, loosening up the back and the shoulders and the head and the neck. And then working the hips up, getting into the hamstrings a little bit. Good, and then coming up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then bring the shoulders up to the ears, and then down the back, Tadasana, mountain pose. And inhale the arms up and around again, upward facing salute. Pause here, tuck the tailbone, lift the arms up even higher. Breathe. Stretch up, out of those shoulders, out of those lats. Tuck the tailbone to protect the low back. Good, and release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Release the head and the neck. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, palms to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Step the feet back, plank pose. Hold it here, modify by putting the knees down. Breathe. Push up and back, downward facing dog. And then roll forward, plank pose. And then push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, and exhale, step it through low lunge. So bring the left knee down. If you need a blanket underneath the left knee, feel free to place that. And then inhale the arms up. And maybe you can interlace the hands and place the hands onto the knee. If you feel balanced here, then maybe inhale the arms up. Maybe interlace the fingers. Breathe. Good, extend that right leg, runner's lunge. Bringing the right and the left hand down, right foot up. Breathing into that right hamstring. Good, step the right foot in. Warrior two arms, and then twist to the right. So left elbow outside of right knee, palms together, trying to get the palms towards center of the chest. Gaze is up over the right shoulder. If you want to push it a little bit harder today, you can lift that back left leg up. Good, wherever you are, release. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, bring them down, forward, and bring the right foot back, plank pose. Push up and back, downward facing dog. And roll forward plank down into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pause here. Good, and up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge, bring the right knee down, top of the right foot down. Inhale the hands up, maybe interlacing them, placing them on the knee, maybe on the hips. If you feel good there, inhale the arms up. Interlace the fingers, release the pointer finger. Breathe. One more breath. Good, and then extend the left leg for runner's lunge. Step the left foot in, warrior two arms, and then twist over to the right, or left, sorry. So right elbow outside of left knee, palms together, gaze up over that left shoulder. For a little extra this morning, you can lift that back right knee up. Good, and inhale the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down, step the left foot back, plank pose. Push up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll it forward, plank pose. Lower it down, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job, everybody. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward, walk, step, or hop the feet in between the hands. And then heel toe the feet out wide past the hips. And then we'll lower down into a yogi squat. Maybe you need to sit. Usually at the studio you would have blocks, but you could also always use a pillow or a couch cushion or a little bench or step stool or something. Good, breathe here. Notice where your mind is going, if you're being kind and loving. Bring the left hand outside of the left foot, right arm up, gazing up towards the right hand. Good, and back to center. And then bring the right hand outside of the right foot, left arm up. Good, back to center. And inhale, rise up. Heel toe the feet back together. And exhale, forward fold over the legs. And this time, either give your legs a hug, release the head and the neck, or we can try to place our palms underneath the feet. And bring your weight into the balls of the feet. Good, and release the hands or the hug. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And step it back, plank pose. Exhale down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it through, warrior two. And peaceful warrior. Bringing that left hand down the back, left leg, right arm up. And supported side angle pose. So bringing that right elbow inside the right knee, left arm up and towards the left ear. Try to get that chest showing up towards the sky. Good, come back up, warrior two. Triangle pose, lengthen the front leg. Torso forward, hips back, right arm down, left arm up. Breathe. Good, keep the legs how they are and reverse the arms. So bring the left arm down the back left leg, right arm up. Good, and take it away with a vinyasa. So bend the right knee, frame the front foot. If you have the space and want to do a handstand hop, go ahead. If not, take a vinyasa. So lowering down, chaturanga, inhaling, upward facing dog, exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up, exhale, step it through, warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Side angle, left elbow inside of left knee, right arm. Warrior two to triangle. Lengthen that front leg. Left hand down, right hand up. Keep the legs, but peaceful triangle. Bring the arms back. Good, and warrior two, and then take it away with a vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. And coming down onto the knees. We can take an inversion today. I'm gonna do a headstand. Just be mindful, obviously, we're not in the studio, you're in your homes. If you don't feel comfortable doing an inversion, because maybe you're gonna kick something, you could just do legs up the wall or put a bolster or blanket under your hips with your legs up. So if you're gonna do that, like just have a blanket and keep the legs up. Otherwise, any headstand, handstand, forearm stand will just take 1 minute. And wherever you are, come into child's pose. With this child's pose, bring the knees together and keep the arms back, forehead on the ground. Then from here, we'll take rabbit. So try to bring your forehead as close to your knees as possible, and then take hold of your heels, and then bring your seat up, but hold on to the heels. You should start to feel a stretch in the upper back here and the shoulder blades. Good, and release back to the child's pose. Release the hands. And now bring your hands forward, and we'll slither through the hands once again onto the belly, and bring one arm out to the side, like half an airplane, and then we're gonna, so let's bring the right arm out first, and then look towards the left and start to roll towards the right side to get a stretch into that right shoulder. And you can prop the left hand down with the left elbow up to help give you some leverage. If you feel okay there, then you can bring the left knee up. Breathe into that right shoulder. Good, and release slowly. And extend the left arm out. And then start to turn onto the left side body. And you can prop that right arm up. And then if it feels comfortable, you can step the right foot down, bringing the right knee up. And breathing into that left shoulder. Good, and release slowly. And we'll bring both feet up for bow pose. So take hold of the tops of the feet. And then kick the feet into the hands and lift the feet and the chest. Gaze forward and up. Breathe. Good, and release down. Bring the right ear onto the mat. Hands back alongside. Can wiggle the hips to release the low back. And we'll take one more round. So inhale the feet up. Take hold of the tops of the feet. And then inhale, kick the feet into the hands, chest and feet lift, gaze is up. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Good, and release the left ear down. Hands alongside your body. And once again, wiggle the hips for some relief in the low back. And then let's come into Sphinx pose. So bringing the elbows under the shoulders, and then don't slump into the shoulders. You want to be tall here. Feet together. Should feel it in the low back. Breathe into the sensation. Maybe if you want to go a little deeper, extend the arms. Good, and bring the hands to the outside of the chest. We'll inhale, downward facing dog. And come down into child's pose once again. Take a couple of breaths here. And we'll come into pigeon on the right leg. So downward facing dog. And then you can bring the right knee to right wrist. Left leg straight back. Chest up. And then exhale, come forward over that right leg. And work your way back up. And bringing the right foot back, maybe roll open the hip a couple times on the right leg. And then we'll bring the left knee to left wrist for pigeon on the other side. Good, working your way back up. We'll just sit onto the left hip and then bring the right foot around for Janu Shirshasana. So left foot is on the inside right thigh, right foot is out. Inhale the arms up and exhale, going forward over that right leg. Good, inhale, coming on up. Switch legs. Left foot out, right foot in. Arms up. And then come down over that left leg. Good, inhale, up. And then bring that right foot over the left knee, and then we can twist to the right. So bringing that left elbow outside of the right knee, right arm back. And then inhale, lengthen up through the spine, and exhale, twist a little bit deeper. We can go deeper now from the beginning of the class, now that we're warmed up. Good, and take a quick little counter twist to the opposite side. And we'll switch, so bring the right leg straight, and then cross the left foot over the right knee, right arm up, and then twist to the left. So right elbow outside of left knee, left hand back. Gaze is over the left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Good, and take a quick counter twist to the opposite side. And we'll lower down onto our backs. Hug the knees into the chest. As you bring the knees into the chest, release the tailbone towards the ground. Good, and release the feet down to the ground. Knees up, and we'll come up into bridge or restorative bridge. So if you want restorative bridge, if you have a block around, you can place it under the sacrum or here. Otherwise, we'll take bridge. So interlace the fingers underneath the sacrum. And then you can roll the shoulder blades in a little bit more. Breathe. Good, release down. Windshield wiper the knees, side to side. And we'll take 2 more rounds. Yogi's choice. If you want to do another bridge, go for it. If you want to go for a wheel, you place the hands on by either shoulder, fingers pointed towards the body. Inhale up onto the head, and then on. Windshield wiper the once again. And final round once again. Bridge, wheel, or restorative bridge. Yogi's choice. And wherever you are, come on down. We'll bring the knees into the chest once again, and then up, feet up for happy baby. So feet parallel to the ceiling, corners of the mouth turned up. And then release the left foot, but keep the right knee in towards the right armpit. And then release the right knee over to the left side body for a supine twist. So extend the right arm out. Invitation to begin to close the eyes here. Keep both shoulder blades on the ground. And switch. So right leg long, left knee to left armpit. And then bring the left knee over to the right side body. Left arm extends out. Shoulder blades down on the ground. Good, and release. Hug the knees into the chest once again. If your body's calling for anything else, feel free to take it now. Otherwise, release everything down onto the mat for Shavasana, corpse pose, final pose, arguably the most important pose. Grab a blanket if you feel like you want one. Otherwise, close the eyes, spread the legs wide, arms wide, palms up. Start to scan the body for any tension left over from class. Your legs relax. Torso relax. Arms relax. Shoulders relax. Neck relax. Release any tension in your jaw. Allow the tongue to drop to the back of the throat. Maybe the lips to separate a little bit. Cheeks relax. Brow relax. My entire body is now completely relaxed. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Start to bring gentle movements into your fingers and your toes. And turn your head side to side. Stretch your arms up overhead. Turn over onto the right side body. into fetal position. Take a few breaths there. And keeping the eyes closed, we'll come to meet in a seated position. Bringing the hands to prayer at heart center. Recalling your dedication or intention for today's practice. Taking another moment to genuinely thank yourself for carving this time out today for some self-care and self-love. And I'm going to unmute everybody for final Om. Feel free to add your voice. Inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, and peace to all living beings everywhere. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being part of this virtual community.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Mike.
everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Janet.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eileen and Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Maggie. Thanks, Unity. Thanks, Crystal. Thanks, Liz. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you.
Thanks, Liz.
It was a wonderful practice. Thank you very much.